Roarshock. Can I read your bio?
Please. Thank you.
Okay, D.A. Roarshock Wilson is a San Francisco poet, storyteller, and spoken word artist, the author of First Hours of a Rainy Day and Other Poems, and publisher of Roarshock Page, literary street flyer. He performs regularly in person and via the social web, for those of you who've seen him at Spoken Word Online, and can be found online at http www.roarshock.net. So please welcome our guest poet.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. What a treat. So, and I even have a poem that's kind of on the theme to start with here. This is 100,000 Pomegranates for Peace. Now has come October, harvest mostly in, last radishes dug from the ground, last green tomatoes wrapped in paper and stored in the pantry. On the south side of the house, the pomegranate tree droops beneath the weight of fruit. They grow all through the solitary summer, small green bulbs to large red balls. Out of the unexpected blue, cosmic transmissions on the social web. Networks of dozens of brilliant, supportive poets spatially dispersed around the planet. I was contacted by Paul Jolly, one of the first poets I knew, back at last in old Berkeley, after decades away from poetry, but now returned with his great sincerity. In pleasing synchronicity, I had been thinking of Paul a day before his contact, remembering the time he approached me at school and held forth two halves of a pomegranate, myriad bright red seeds gleaming, glistening under high ceiling lights. "We are the pomegranate," he said, laughing, and I laughed. For us, "we are the pomegranate" became our catchphrase, a metaphor. Harvest the pomegranates before they bend the tree to breaking, 2 huge baskets. These will be good until February. Survive another perilous year, fingers crossed, nervous, spells and incantations, breathe right, relieve stress, and whatever boosts immunity. Dry California waits for rains to douse the parched land, knock down the wildfires for a while. In the United States and other lands, fraudsters peddle alternative facts, confuse the gullible and uneducated, while war, pandemic, disease, floods, fire, and famine sicken and kill 100,000s of people and other creatures around the world. Yet Doomkopfs gather and march from Berlin to Brazil to way down in Texas. Hell no, we won't wear masks. We will not vaccinate or be blinded by science. Elections are a hoax. But I declare, we are the pomegranate, all of us, regardless of our vision, be it cloudy or clear, and if we are striking out because we are so injured, so emotionally hurt, so fearful that we hit and hurt, we can instead be forgiving and love ourselves and others. We can reach out and love to all the brilliant seeds, all the love radiating from souls. We can help and heal all together now. Love is all we need. and the pomegranates, growing again next year and every year. Let the seasons roll around. We are the pomegranate. Asilamar Beach Meditations. Flying eyeball wings across the sky, the bleached blue sky of April, offset against the white sand. I walk upon this beach in the slow loping gait of many miles to go before I rest my weary bones. I hear the rhythm in the waves, just listening without analyzing, not particularly going anywhere. Understand this is a miracle. Ain't it good to be alive? I rejoice in my poet's vision and regret not the times when demons torment me, or emotions unhinge me, or falsehoods deceive me. For these are necessary parts of the process, and only this ocean is eternal. The irregular rhythm of the waves, the manifestation of cyclic patterns, the diffuse blue light of a warm afternoon inspires one to calm meditations, whilst one would bark at the moon that hangs in the dark sky, and both are reflections of one. Duality is illusion, all the same ocean. In this world of trickery, we trick ourselves. Each of us Buddha, eating pomegranate seeds. It is our opportunity to help each seed reach its full potential, although there be no reward in this beyond doing it. Enjoy the drama, the dream of life, the poetry of it, and the ocean shall answer. In its answer, that is no answer. Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, and I recall on the phone with my honey doll, I love you and I loved you on a Valentine's Day not long ago. Why don't you come and see me now? It's not like I am far away in some landlocked state. Come see me now, my sweet kisses for you await. I walked down the rolling street, my honey girl for to meet. I spied her then, her lovely eyes, her sexy smile, her creamy thighs. And holding her against the wall, we kissed and let our tongues explore language there are no words for. You held my hand and took me to your room and kissed me in ways to make me swoon with pleasure and love. I have never been so loved, and to you I return all that love and more. Lead me back in through your door and lock it, so we two alone can live within our Valentine's poem and hold each other evermore, having the love we both yearn for. My darling girl, it is you that I adore. Today I ask you again, please, down upon my virtual knees, will you be my Valentine? Chairman of the world. If I were chairman of the world, mice would not vex Disco Stew. Cats would patrol all Midgard and Disco Stew's farmhouse too. From warrior cat to kitty pet, no solace for the mice that roared. Be they fierce as Reepicheep, be they twerp or low pipsqueak, even Frederick, the poet mouse, from the tip of his nose to the end of his tail, ha ha, Stuart Little, cut away all paper bags. The film is nothing like the book. You are not chairman of the world, and neither am I. Alas, alack, alark, leave birds out of this. Dapper, tweed-dressed mice driving roadsters or fighting battles with flashing swords, of no concern to cats in universes next door. Space-time for Springer's Schrodinger, are you alive or are you dead? I like you, cat. I will call you Kim. Now go and catch those mice. Replied the cat, I will call you Lush. I will call you Sot. No, his kitten is Cat. Name is Kim, and along with the orange Dudleys and the tabby cats Max and Mo, and Mama Kitty too, cat goddess rest her soul, and Queen Silvara, regal and aloof, in the forest of Kim. All send greetings, Disco Stew, so do not be downhearted. Your mice shall soon be thwarted, swatted down, your home again a sea of tranquility. When those mice are gone, yours in jest, the chairman of the world. California woman, deep roots by the bay, waters from the highest peaks through foothills and valleys. She drinks and bathes in them. She bathes in sunlight and moonlight, eats what grows on the land, tends gardens of friends, nurtures communities of inclusion. Mother and daughter of the West, deep in her eyes I see wells of old soul wisdom, humor and affection. No time for deceit or subterfuge. Passion like earthquakes, summer heat waves, winter storms. I am drawn magnetically like a 49er in a dream of El Dorado. Her earthly and heavenly charms, knowing true gold comes from the heart. On a boat, on the waters of the bay, afternoon sun on the surface, reflections on her beautiful face, past, future, and such tingling thrill, present pressure, warmth and taste of her kiss. W.C. Fields, forever. Picture yourself on a stage in a theater with swells in the orchestra and gods in the clouds. Somebody cues you, you answer on time, a Flo Ziegfeld girl with Bessie Poole eyes. Let me take you down to the old vaudeville town because I'm juggling around with W.C. Fields. On Dialing for Dollars on the weekday matinee, on old Broadway with plenty to get buzzed about. W.C. Fields forever. A rich man be nothing but a poor man with money, and we are all going out to California to live. You take Baby Leroy, and I'll take Tommy Buck. See how they mash like road hogs from a crash. See those wrens, Jan Dugan, Kathleen Howard, old Squidulum and nattering wife will make them run. Here's your pie, you egregious tartuffle. I'm driving. A flask full of breakfast and a bucket full of beer. Floodlights kaleidoscope high over your head. Memory expert seeks starlet with sun in her eyes. Must be great friends with Hukalaka Mishaba. Maybe Carlotta Monti for years on occasion. Aha, Egbert Sousset, accent grave over the E. Ho ho, fussy Franklin Pangborn meets loutish Grady Sutton. No trouble with the union at the Black Pussy Cafe. The great McGonagall sitting in the green room, Mae West in mind, waiting for Peggy Joyce to come. If this be Wuhan, China, where can Kansas City be? Kansas City, Kansas? Kansas City, Missouri. Elwood, Brentwood, and Mortimer Snerd. They baffle science. Bill Wolfe, you nosy Parker, you let my flask run dry. Oh, drat, how do you do, sir? Godfrey, Daniel, mother of pearl, many Manhattans and martinis. Ah, Beelzebub, cataract and a Wendigo. This a game of chance? Not the way I play it. Sheriff Pretty Willie sitting with subpoenas by the fire. Funny film producers, Max Sennett, William LeBaron. See how they fight like Hattie Hughes in the night. See all the fun to the Grampian Hills they run, all the way to Tammany Young. Shades of Bacchus, bow dipping from a blind dog's eye. California goddess, pornographic priestess, woke. You've been a red-hot girl, you let your scanty panties down. Groucho, Harpo, Chico, Zeppo, climbing up the Hollywood sign. Little Charlie Chaplin kissing Una O'Neill. Wow, you should have seen them kicking Edgar Kennedy. Let me show you how Stan and Ollie fool around, because we're going to see W.C. Fields. Sergeant Pepper has nothing to say, but it's okay. The big top will now be going on, suckers and chumps, for not the good humor man, an honest man. W.C. Fields forever. Always know, sometimes think of Shemp Howard, a dash of Rover and an appreciative snake, which skullduggery grabbed the scallywag's fetlock. The snake stuck his tail outside of the wickiup and deftly rattled for a constable or a singing killer. But you never know. Charlie McCarthy when it's a dream. Hard to tell where Hollywood ends and the DTs begin. That said, I think I'll have a drink. The gondola taxis arrive at a Venice canal, waiting to take Mr. Wilkins Macabre away. Margaret Hamilton rides a broomstick so high, Margaret Dumont still hasn't a clue. Come up and see me sometime, my little chickadee. Let me take you downtown and all around, because I'm going to be W.C. Fields. Everything's surreal and nothing too weird about it. I am the great man. I'd like to see Paris before I die. Philadelphia will do. I'd rather have 2 girls at 21 each than 1 girl at 42. W.C. Fields forever. Don't you let that deal go down. W.C. Fields forever. Still looking for loopholes. W.C. Fields forever. Say fini, meaning you can't fool me. And one more to leave you with. The Funny Face Gang. Screaming, gleaming, close at hand, churning, burning in the sand. Forget them, lad, let them hang. Forget the Funny Face Gang. Growing, sowing across the land, moving, grooving contraband. Escape your evil ways, she sang. Escape the Funny Face Gang. listening to a band, hearing, cheering each demand. Ignore their blasts, ignore their bang, ignore the funny face gang. Fighting, reprimand, beaming, dreaming, final stand. Deny them all, that last cry rang, deny the funny face gang. Thanks. .net.
.net, sorry.
That's all right.
We're going to take a short break. The other way to work here, we ring the little bell and you can come back downstairs. Please take and have a nice break.
I'm an American.
It looks beautiful.
Thank you.
So beautiful.
Very good. Thank you. Bravo. Bravo. Thank you. Very good. Awesome. Thank you.
Oh, great. A great collection.
All of a sudden it's like it's happening, you know? You know how that is? Man, I had those things.
We saw you sitting at the bar earlier.
Oh, thank you for listening. Thank you. Certainly.
Okay. Red and white.
Red.
We saw you sitting at the bar. I saw you sitting
California girl. I love that. Thanks, buddy. She was hot. Yeah.
The coolest part's the back of your hat. I'm from New Orleans.
Are you?
Yeah. Cool, man. Like you have a Mardi Gras mask on.
I do.
You have like a couple.
It's awesome.
And you go by
Roarshock. It's here. I got some copies of my vintage copies. Have a one. Here, have two.
Yeah, I spoke to you. Yeah.
And check the website. Everything's on the website. .net. Right on, man.
Only October. October's a month of red and orange and taste of sweet potatoes and
Great job, great.
Sorry. Do you have earplugs?
No! I do have an imagination. I only got a little bit.
San Francisco.
Yes. Come visit sometime.
For sure, I will. Thank you so much.
I put a few vintage copies of my flyer on the end there. If anybody wants to grab one.
Thank you so much.
I really enjoyed your poetry.
Thank you.
I'm from LA.
Are you?
So I guess that makes us very different.
Two different states.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, LA, I like to. I was there in April.
It's nice to see California.
I put a stack of some vintage flyers if you want to help us out. I like your story, sir. Thank you. Yeah. Very hard work.
It gets a lot closer than that.
I'm sure that
It's not intentional, it's just the way it came out.
you know the stories sometimes they tell themselves.
The last one we did was just riffing on like Hollywood and Beatles.
Yeah. There's echoes of the Beatles. Echoes of Hollywood.
Yellow Mountain Custard.
Yes.
That comes from a very close Liverpool children's rhyme.
Yeah.
I know that.
Listen to some of those recordings of the Beatles speaking to each other in their vernacular. Their Liverpoolian
You live here now?
No,
No, I'm just passing through on a trip. San Francisco. Yeah.
I'm going to be there at the beginning of next month doing, with my brother edited Jewish cartoons, so we're going to do a couple readings for it.
Oh, great. Look me up on my website. I got my all my social web. And let me know when you're there.
Okay.
Here's a card.
Roarshock pages.
I have a few vintage copies on the land with